Hey guys, it's Jem from beautyriotx, and today we have 3 palettes from Rude Cosmetics. This is a very affordable indie brand. I'll leave the link below. It's not an affiliate link. I just ordered these myself because they were having like, I think it was like 35% off end of the year sale, so absolutely took advantage of it. So I got the Big Badass Rudegirl Special Edition palette. I got the Blackjack 21 Eyeshadow Mean Girl palette. And I got the, say, Fantastique. I'm not French, but that's what it says. And it reminds me of the Crayola palette. Maybe it's because it's like the yellow packaging, I don't know. They all look beautiful, so I'm gonna do a different look on each eye so I can use as many as I possibly can. And let's just get into it. So at least that way I don't have to match each side, so that's fun. I'm gonna zoom you in, and I think we'll start with the Big Badass Girl palette. All right, so I've already set and primed my eyes. And you know, we'll do a cool look on this side. Now there's not too many like cool light matte shades, so I'm gonna have to improvise somehow. I'm gonna use this shade down here. I'm gonna use my BS Mall shading brush. Oh, I can see that shade. That's good. And then I think I'm gonna use this mustardy kind of shade right here. It's also matte. And I'm gonna use my Profusion dual-ended brush. So now let's go in. I think I'm gonna use this kind of army green shade right here, still matte. And now I'm gonna go in with my Sigma E25, which is now permanently stained pink. Sounds familiar? Nice payoff with the green. Usually that's a tough color to master or to not make like patchy or anything. But oh, Makeup Geek's Martini, which is like a similar shade, gorgeous. All right, so now let's go into one that always seems patchy. This is like a deep teal sea green blue shade. I bought the Dream Street palette from ColourPop from like Kathleen Lights back a while ago for that shade in that palette, and it was so patchy. Oh, I was so disappointed. All right, I'm gonna use my ColourPop shader brush. None of these have names or anything on it. That's, oh wait, does it? No, it says China. Yeah, that's so annoying. ColourPop, I love you, but you gotta up your labeling game. Doesn't look patchy. That's exciting. That's on my hand, and I used my brush, and there's no primer on my hand, so that's not patchy at all. So that's impressive. I'm gonna finish packing that on my lid, and I'm gonna use my Marc Jacobs brush for that, which is becoming my favorite like packing brush. So if you see this eyeshadow brush at Marshall's or TJ Maxx for the $12.99, get it. It's fucking awesome. Let's do some cut crease action while we're here. This color is very pretty. This is a like metallic purple shade. So we're gonna use that. And I'm gonna use my finger. All right, and I think I will use the silver to kind of put kind of close to the corner. Okay, so far so good. Even with the cools, I'm pleasantly surprised. And I think I'll go in when we're done with some lighter cool shades to smoke the bottom out to get some more out of the cools from these palettes. All right, so now we're gonna do a warm look on this side with these 2 palettes and maybe like a few shades from the Badass Girl one we just used. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna try to use as much as I can. I will say, out of all these 3 palettes, there's not a light, bright crease color, like transition shade. Guess I'm gonna go in with like this shade. Like this is the only thing I can think to go in with. That kind of sucks. Like normally I like to start off with like a really light orange or yellow or something like that, and there's nothing in here like that. It's definitely a little bit darker than what I would normally use. All right, and this color is like screaming at me, so I'm gonna go in with this cool shade right here. Like if I had something like 2 shades lighter but this kind of color, like that's what I would have used first. Going back in with my Sigma E25 brush. These have French names. I'm not even gonna attempt to use them. we go. A little bit messy and patchy, this color. Maybe it's the brush, I don't know. Alright, I'm actually gonna buff this out a little bit. Alright, and now we're gonna go in with matte red shade right here, which is a little bit deeper than what I just used. Yeah, like I kind of wish I had more of an orange right there. Let me try. Yeah, I'm gonna go in with this yellow shade right here to try to buff that and kind of blend out that line on top. It looks like it's all kind of blending into each other because the colors were just too similar. Okay, it's a little better. Now, I'm gonna go in with the color right next to the matte red. This is like a matte reddish brown. It's called Shenanigans. Oh, cute. And I'm gonna use my, again, ColourPop no name brush. Not doing too much. This eye actually isn't looking that great right now. I'm not super thrilled. I don't really know if it's actually the colors or if I'm just not putting them together well. Normally, like, I'm all for a red eye, but this just isn't looking that great. It's not horrible, but it's just not great. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with this matte brown right here, which I'm hoping is a little bit deeper than the color I just used, because I'm trying to break up that red right now. All right, and now I'm actually going to go in like with a black shade, and we'll do another cut crease. Jackpot, which is the matte black from the Blackjack palette. Is this a Mean Girl palette? I don't know. Like, what's the actual title here? Blackjack 21 or Mean Girls? I don't know. Black's not as black as I would have liked, but I mean, it's not a horrible black, but it's definitely not opaque enough either. Like, you can definitely see through it. All right, I'm gonna go back in with my ColourPop brush and blend it into the crease. I feel like so messy on this side, I don't know why. So now let's do a cut crease on this side. I'm gonna do like an orangey copper. I think I'll do this shade here, like this gold copper. And I'll also put lighter shade closer to the inner corner. Whoa, this color is banging. Wow. So, let me finish my makeup, my face makeup, and I'll be right back, and we'll talk about palettes. I always have mixed feelings when I do a different look on each eye because it just doesn't look right when I'm ready to film again. So anyway, this is just a first impressions. I mean, I especially think for the price, I definitely would try them. The one that I'm just least intrigued by at this point, I feel like is the one that I thought I would love the most, and it's the Blackjack palette. I mean, this is just screams me. And I'm definitely gonna use the shit out of it still because, again, this is just a first impression, so I'll definitely use it more in the future. But something about these two just attract me a little more. So we have the Say Fantastique and the Badass Rudegirl. These just draw me in a little bit more. I guess because this is such a me palette, I have about 135 me palettes already, so I guess this is just like, it's just gonna be white noise for me because it's just another warm palette that I have. What do you guys think? This is always the part that I always find funny. You know when you're watching a video and somebody's showing you a look they did and then they start modeling? I don't think I can actually do that when you like keep a straight face long enough to model the look for you. I'm sorry, I just think it's funny. I mean, but some people just can pull it off. Like Kathleen Lights can do it, Messy Jessie Beauty can do it. Like, some people just can do it, and I just can't do it. And then the hands start moving. Oh God, I'm just embarrassed for them. Anyway, that was it. What did you guys think? Which eye do you like better? I'll leave the link below if you guys are interested. I guess follow them on Instagram and then you'll see when they have sales coming up, and I feel like I got like a bundle deal that was really good. I guess follow their Instagram if you want to try this, but you want to wait for like a sale to come up. Otherwise, I mean, I think they're good quality. I mean, it's like ordering a Morphe palette, not a collab, a regular palette. You get a good amount for your money. It's not like a $10 Maybelline palette. I mean, but who's getting who? What Maybelline palette is $10 anymore? But I mean, it's around like Morphe prices. So I mean, you get a lot for your money. So I definitely think in that sense that it's worth a try. But the only thing with indie brands is that if it's something that you really hate, like you really can't return it. So I guess you have to think of it that way. I had heard already that their palettes were pretty good. So I went into this thinking, you know, they're probably gonna be at least good enough to keep, which they are. I think they're all really nice. I might end up passing this on if I don't end up reaching for it more, but again, I'll wait and see what happens. That was it. What did you guys think of the palettes? Which one did you like the best? And actually, if there's another indie brand you guys are interested in seeing me try, then make sure you list that in the box below too. So that was it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.